Today, a Farmington man was sentenced for dealing heroin laced with fentanyl that killed a man in Fayetteville. 4029's Robert Suhr is at the Washington County Jail to tell us why this case is unique. Robert.
Hi, Allison. We're talking about 33-year-old Ethan Driscoll. He is now going to spend the next 38 years behind bars in what investigators are calling a pretty unique charge and the first of its kind in our area.
Fentanyl is destroying the communities of western Arkansas. This case is no different. This case deeply affected the numerous families who were affected.
Over a dozen members of law enforcement joined U.S. Attorney Clay Folks this afternoon to mark the very first time someone in our area has been sentenced on the charge of distributing fentanyl that resulted in death. This sentence is the result of a plea deal Driscoll took earlier this year. Now, investigators say Driscoll sold 29-year-old Robert Overdose and his girlfriend heroin-laced fentanyl in Fayetteville on the night of January 31st, 2022. Overdose died of an overdose 9 minutes after injecting himself with the poisonous cocktail. 2 people besides Driscoll are facing other drug charges in the case, 28-year-old Amber Adair and 34-year-old Marcello Oliver. Folks says they had a stockpile of drugs close to a popular children's hangout.
It is worth noting that one of the co-conspirators in this case used a residence in Farmington, Arkansas, right off of South Winds Road, almost within sight of the Farmington Sports Complex, where hundreds of children spend their summers playing baseball and softball. And they used that residence near the Farmington Sports Complex to store and distribute this dangerous drug.
Kimberly Hodes lost her son that night and told me justice was finally served today.
I am so grateful that he is off the streets, that he is no longer distributing these drugs. I firmly believe he would probably go right back to it.
Investigators say if not for the cooperation of the family, Driscoll and his associates may have never been taken off the street, and others may have also died from their drug dealing. Now, Allison, as for the other 2 co-conspirators in this case, the first one, 28-year-old Amber Adair, she was also sentenced today. She's going to spend the next 8 years in jail, followed by 4 years of supervised release. The other individual in this case, 34-year-old Marcello Oliver, also of Farmington, he will be sentenced coming up next Thursday. Live at the Washington County Jail, Robert Suhr, 4029 News.